So Tiger Ambush, go ahead and grab yourself some of this cool merchandise. It will be linked in the description or the comment section. Thank you for the support and enjoy the video. What's up, you guys? This is the Tiger Master 360XZ, and welcome to another video. Ooh. Okay. What's up? So, I have no idea what artwork is playing right now, but I hope it looks awesome. I hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. But anyway, topic of this video is about Upwork. My honest review of Upwork. This isn't in no particular order, just what I have gathered from using it for, I don't know what, 1 year now of being on Upwork. And I guess I'll give you the basic review of Upwork and say, it's alright. I don't really have a huge comparison. I never used something like Fiverr. I didn't go on Fiverr because I was like, people are going on Fiverr thinking that they're hiring people for a low price. Me personally, art is a lot of work. People don't even realize how much work art is. People just think like you sit there at a desk and you sketch up a drawing in 5 minutes and that's it. No, these type of artworks that I do take me anywhere between 2 hours to produce just a little, a nice little coloring, or it could take me like 20 hours to complete something. Some commissions take me like a month going back and forth, editing, fixing stuff up, and I'm not gonna go on Fiverr where people are expecting you to cost a low amount for an artwork. No, that's not gonna work. So I was like, what's the better choice than Upwork? Where I remember I was like looking up some art jobs or whatever, and I came across where buku people were like trying to hire someone for stuff like anime drawings or illustrations for a book that they're doing or album covers. And I was like, ooh, let me look at Upwork. I see a lot of people are trying to get people to work for them. So I was like, yeah, this is perfect. This is a great place where artists can finally get paid for what they're actually worth. You can go on there and you put your portfolio on there. You can do a specific portfolio. Let's say like you do concept art. You can do a specific concept art portfolio. You put all your concept art in there. You can do illustration portfolio, all your illustrations, comic book portfolio, all your comic book art. You can do it like that, and then you go ahead and search through the search bar, and you find whoever needs something drawn, and you just you make your little cover page, kind of like if you ever did like a job application, you do like a cover page, and you basically give like your little gist of what type of services you're trying to offer. You go ahead and attach your little portfolio. You might attach a couple links and be like, hey, check out my Instagram if you want more artwork. All that deal, right? It sounds great and dandy. You go ahead and submit your proposal, and you're sitting there like, yeah, all right, let me get my job. I'm gonna have some type of consistent income and all this jibber jabber every single month. I don't have to be searching out for commissions and la-di-da. Finally, a place where freelancers can finally make money, and the idea that an artist is poor and that they're starving, all that junk is a total lie. Just like what Patreon was supposed to be doing, that's what Upwork is doing. Well, I hate to break the news to you, but not everything is as it seems. Okay, so first of all, the first thing I want to tell you guys is that when you first jump Upwork, now you got to fact check me on all this. Make sure if you do decide to join Upwork that you fact check this. But I believe when you first join Upwork, you get something called connects. You get 40 connects, right? So you might be thinking, all right, cool, I got 40 connects. This is what you use to make job proposals. Like basically you apply to these jobs, right? So you're thinking like, oh, cool, I got like 40 chances per month to apply to a job. No, you don't. Each job on average, from what I've seen as an illustrator, I've seen like most jobs cost like it's basically you're costing money because you get like 4 connects per job on average. So you probably have 10 chances of applying to a job a month. It's crazy, right? You get 10 chances to get a job a month. But that's only when you first join, you get 40 connects. And I think every month you get 10 more connects. So let's say you go crazy and you apply to those 10 jobs that month. Now you're screwed. What if everyone's like, no, we're not going to hire you. Now you're screwed. Next month, you only get 10. So now you only have 10. That pretty much is like 2 jobs. Some jobs have like 2 connects. You might get 3. I've seen some jobs cost 6 connects. So you might only get 2. You might get 3 jobs next month. Screw it. You're messed up. You didn't end up getting any jobs that month. Now you gotta wait a whole nother month to get 10 more connects. Or you can sit there and pay money to get more connects. Like there's like a plus account. But the whole point of me going on Upwork, this is what's so crazy. The whole point of me going on Upwork is to what? So everyone just sit down for a moment and think. Why am I on Upwork? It's to make money, right? So if I'm a freelancer, I'm using Upwork to make money, to apply to jobs. I'm not, it's like going on something like Indeed or ZipRecruiter and them requiring you to pay them so you can apply to all these jobs. It's insane. That's basically what Upwork is doing. It's like artists already has a stereotype of struggling. You're making it even worse because now, if I end up using all my 40 connects that one month, I'm screwed for basically forever until I go ahead and decide to pay more money to get some jobs. The whole point of a job is what? To make money. That must mean you don't have the money that you need to go ahead and pay for all these plus accounts and blah, blah, blah. And the crazy part about it, all right, so let's say you get the job, all right, you miraculously get a job, even though like everybody should know this, like in real life, when you're applying to jobs, you gotta apply to like 100 different jobs to get maybe like 10 interviews. And then out of those like 10 interviews, like you might get 1 job offer. That's how real life works, right? So in the artist community, what Upwork has set up, you have 40 connects. It takes like 4 connects per average per job. So you have 10 job opportunities to apply. The likelihood if you're going to get that job that month is very low, unless your portfolio is like spectacular. And it doesn't even matter how spectacular your portfolio is. There's like literally tons of other people on Upwork applying to that same job. That's another thing I've noticed with Upwork. Upwork literally has a ton of different artists on there applying to jobs, to that same job you're applying to. There's like maybe 10 other people. I've seen some job proposals have like 50 people applying to it. So you're out of this like 50 people, you only got 10 chances to apply to jobs. And there's not that many jobs available, at least from like illustration, which is what I'm going for or whatever, or what I do. There's like not that many jobs posted in like a month's time, and you only got 10 chances. It's just not enough. There's just not enough people needing you to draw something for, like, I don't know, their children's book, which seems to be a common thing. Everybody just making children's book. And then there's another thing. Sometimes people post a job multiple times. So you might be applying that job and it's just like, They already did that. They already made that whole description before. So be careful with your cover pages. Be mindful of that, because sometimes people post the same thing twice, and you can end up copying and pasting your cover page, and they already saw that. So don't do that. But anyway, back to the thing. So you apply to a job and blah, blah, blah. Let's say you get the job. Here's another problem that I've noticed that's happened to me. You get the interview. Let's say not the job yet, right? You get the interview, right? You get like 10 connects for getting an interview. You get interviewed or whatever. And what I've seen is during the interview phase, a lot of times people want you to make some artwork for them, like a test page. I've done this to where I've gotten to the interview part, made the test page, right? And no response afterwards. Like, I legit sat there and drew, like, for this comic page, for instance. Like, I was trying to do, like, be an anchor for, like, a comic book or something. And it was like, okay, here's a test page you got to do. And I worked my butt off trying to make this test page look so good because, I gotta do my very absolute best because I really, really wanted to do this comic book. I thought it was cool. The idea was cool, all that junk. I did that thing, submitted my test page, all that jazz. I'm sitting there like, yes, I feel accomplished in my life. And guess what? I never heard anything back from that person. And then the job just closed. So like, oh, I don't know. I might have been loud, but it's just like, geez, man. I cannot tell you how many times you submit a proposal. Like, this is another thing. You submit proposals and you don't even get like a decline, or you don't even get like a message from nobody. You just get like the job just closes. You don't even get no information. You don't know what happened. And that's really frustrating. Like, you just sat there, you waiting like, okay, cool. Like I did, you spiced up your portfolio. You don't hear nothing back from a lot of the people that you submit proposals to. And then like I said, how you can go ahead and get the interview phase, you submit your little drawing or whatever, you don't hear nothing back, or you end up actually going through the thing or whatever, and the person ends up saying, yeah, thank you for working on this, but we've decided that we're not going to go this route. We're going to take a different alternative. I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. So you mean to tell me that I just sat there? I've literally had like a phone interview with somebody, and they were like, yeah, we're going to do A, B, C, and D, and blah, blah, blah. Like, we're happy to have you on the team, and la-di-da. I'm like over here telling people like, yeah, we're going to be doing this. This cool thing. This person just like wants me to work on this and blah, blah, blah. I'm bragging like, yeah, I'm finna work on this big, huge project, XD, LOL. And then guess what? I end up hearing from this person maybe a couple weeks later or something. They're like, yeah, we're not going to do this anymore, basically. And they just stop all contact. I'm like, what the heck? So sometimes what might end up happening is you end up working for free because the people want you to submit all this stuff, like these test pages and junk, before they actually hire you, because I guess they're trying to like see what other people want to do. So you end up spending time working on that and not getting paid. You're not hearing back, or you end up working on something and they just like stop the project, right? Because supposedly you're working by hour, or you're working by like a fixed price, by like milestone and stuff. And then what ends up happening, like you're thinking like, oh yeah, I'm going to get paid at least for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, at least a month job. And, you make a consistent income for that month. And what ends up happening is that person just like stops the whole project altogether, just like scraps the project after like a week, maybe 2 weeks of working. And you're just like, dang, like I really thought, I was going to have something going. So that's what my experience with Upwork is. And then also when you do finally make some type of money, Upwork takes like 20% of that income. Like, let's say for instance you do drawing and you charge them $60, you're only going to end up with like $48. And then if you want to do like instant transfer to your bank account or whatever, that's another $2 deductible. So you're only going to end up making like $46. That's absolute highway robbery. First of all, you already cost me money to apply to these jobs, because who the heck is going to get an actual job after like 10 proposals? And then you're going to take even more of my money when I actually get the job. Upwork, honestly, is if you're really desperate. Like, I go on Upwork if not even just like desperate, but like if I just want to do something and I'm like, okay, well, what the heck? Let me just go get some extra cash. Like, Upwork is extra cash. Upwork is not your job. Upwork, do not look at Upwork to think that you're going to make a sustainable income. That's not what it is at all. Upwork is if you want to make some extra cash. Like, okay, cool, I got like some 10 connects. Why not just go apply to something? Maybe I get like a cool project to work on this month. That's how I kind of see Upwork as. So that's my overall thoughts on Upwork. It's a cool premise, but like, it's highway robbery. They're straight up robbing you. You probably have a better chance like getting commissions and people just cash apping you, so you don't have all that extra like fees and junk. But I understand why people use Upwork. I guess from like the client's perspective. This way they don't get robbed, but you as the artist, you're getting robbed. Okay, go ahead and create, I don't know, Instagram or Twitter and get commissions that way or whatever. You got a better chance applying all the jobs on ArtStation and getting an actual like professional job than you have getting a job on Upwork. That's my opinion. Fix up your portfolio and go ahead and apply to some ArtStation jobs, because there's a ton of different ArtStation jobs. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Let me know what you think about Upwork. Have you ever used it? What do you think about it? What do you think about some of these freelancing websites? I honestly think they're scammy because of all the different fees that they have or whatever. But yeah, like honestly, I almost want to say Upwork is like a scam, but it's not a scam. You do make something, but like I said, that's extra cash. Don't rely on that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed and have a great and wonderful day. And yeah, I'll be back next week for another video. Bye-bye. Are you dissatisfied? Do you want to see more content from the Tiger Master? Well, go ahead and join me on patreon.com/thetigermaster to get exclusive content, including sketches, work in progress, and comic book pages. In addition, there's also Patreon exclusive merchandise. So join me today on patreon.com/thetigermaster, and thank you to all of those who support me on Patreon. Thank you, and I hope you come back next week for another video. It wasn't a stutter as much as it was like, it's just so many things just came to my head. But the whole thing is that you don't have to be an amazing artist to get popular on Instagram. And that's why there's so many like memes where they have people like